All right, so in this last set of Mystique exercises, we're going to take a look at 90-degree rotations. And there's two cases to consider: a clockwise rotation, so a quarter turn to the right, or counterclockwise, a quarter turn to the left. And so again, there's an algorithm that one can use to rotate cell by cell, or the perhaps easier might be if you can picture the whole thing in your head. But let me start out here and do the cell by cell rotation. So again, imagine I had I cut out this letter H here, and I took a tack and I tacked it to the wall. So now I can spin this around the center point here, but I only want to spin it a quarter turn. And in this case, it's going to be clockwise. So that's one way to try to picture this. Another way is, suppose this was on the side of a cube, of a box, and I rolled the box one turn so that in this case, so that the right side of the box here is now on the floor. Okay, so that's the idea. So now let me tell you one algorithm that you can use to translate cell by cell. So if I'm here in the unrotated form of this artifact, I can start from the center and say, what directions do I need to follow to get to a particular cell? So to get to this red cell, I would have to go left and up, right? So now imagine that this box had been rotated so that this right side is touching the ground. Well, in that case, left, what used to be left now is up. Remember, the ground is on this side now, right? So left gets translated. What was left in the original artifact becomes up as a direction in this rotation, and then up translates to right, right? So here it's left and up, and this becomes up and right. All right, got the first one. The center one stays. That's easy. Let me go ahead and do that now. So now the next one here is I go to the left. Well, again, if the ground is here, this is just going up. So that's that one. And from here, I go to the right to get to this cell. Well, again, if this is the ground, that would be going down. And probably at this point, right, once I've figured out these, I can deduce, I can fill in the rest, right? Or I could have done this for the remaining cells. Okay. So now let me go ahead and take a look at a level 2 clockwise rotation. And so this time I'm going to try to picture the whole thing. So imagine this box just rolls over and plunk. This is on the ground here now. So that means this red side is on the ground. And then once I have this, well then, whoops, I'm going to erase that. Once I have this, I'm in pretty good shape filling in the rest of it. So you can, when you're rotating it here, you can use a mixture of like moving a cell, one individual cell, some kind of an important one for you, or a couple of cells, and then filling in the rest, or picturing the whole thing in your head, or doing one cell at a time for every cell in the artifact. All right, let me go ahead and submit this. Good. All right, so we're done with the clockwise rotation example. So now let's do the same thing with a counterclockwise rotation. So the idea is the same, right? We have this tack that's holding this thing in the center here, and it can rotate this way. This time we want to roll our box or spin our artifact in a counterclockwise rotation so that this left side now is on the ground. But the game is going to be the same. First of all, let me go ahead and this one doesn't change. So we're good with that. And so the question here now is, to get to this red marker, right, this top of the letter H, I have to go to the left and I have to go up. Well, if this is the ground, then that direction would be go down and to the left. So go down and go to the left. Okay. This next one is just go down. This one would be going right, which if this is the ground would be going up. And then I think at this point I can fill in the rest of this, right? Same as I've done before. And then the last one here is this 90-degree counterclockwise, a level 2 one. So in this case, again, the arrow I think is, at least for me, is pretty easy to picture. So I want this arrow, I want this to be on the ground, right? So the arrow's now pointing off towards the upper left. So this would be the tip of the arrow right here after I rotate this. So now I have that. And there we have it.